and I wanted to be just like them. My favorite one was Kylie Jenner. She was so beautiful, so rich and famous. She was incredibly popular. Everyone loved her, and I wanted so badly to be just like her. So in the end, I accepted the risks. I went back to the doctor's office and signed the waiver, and the surgery was scheduled for the following week. I have to admit, I've never been more anxious. 7 days went by, but it felt like a whole month. Still, the day finally arrived, and I was admitted into the hospital. The doctor talked to me one last time before taking me to the operating room, calming me down. I was put under and thankfully can't remember a single thing about the surgery. But the moment I woke up, though, it was pure hell. I had never been in so much pain in my whole life. My face felt like someone had laid a ton of bricks on top of it, and the skin was tight and sore. Those first days, I wished I had never signed anything at all. How could I be so stupid? I was bloated and looked horrible, even worse than before. I didn't know I'd look so swelled up or in so much pain. Everything was such a big chore. I had to change my bandages and clean up the stitches daily. The doctor explained that it would be this way at first, but eventually I would get better. Once the swelling went down, I'd see my new face, the face I had paid good money for. Honestly, I was so worried that it wouldn't end up looking the way I hoped for. There was no way of knowing until a few weeks later, and my anxiety was growing. Apparently, having the blues after a cosmetic surgery is so frequent. I didn't know about it before, so I was shocked to discover there were so many things to worry about. The doctor hadn't even warned me about it. I keep asking myself if I had made a terrible mistake, but I slowly began feeling better as the days turned into weeks. It took months to feel normal again, but when I finally recovered, it all changed. I could see the results, and it was incredible. I looked just like Kylie. The same nose, the same full lips. I felt so beautiful. People would stare at me in the street, and some even asked for my autograph, mistaking me for her. I was getting so much attention, and I loved every second of it. For the first time in my life, I was beautiful. I opened up an Instagram account and got so many likes on my very first day there. I began taking pictures every day, and people went crazy about me. They loved how I looked, and guys were lining up to date me. I became an online celebrity overnight. I know it's not as big as what the real Kylie gets, but it's way more than enough for someone like me. I actually began earning real money from the ads in my accounts. Sometimes, all the attention could get a bit annoying because people stopped me in the street and asked me if I'm a Kylie Jenner impersonator or the real thing. Still, in the end, I loved it. Soon after the surgery, I got an amazing boyfriend who bought me everything I wanted. I got to visit the hairdresser every week and felt like a real-life doll. But though my life seemed perfect, soon it began going to hell, and so fast. My boyfriend really liked me at first, but after a while, he wanted me to be even prettier. He told me he wanted me to get a stomach tuck and fix a few more details. He told me it was all his gift, but I explained I was okay with the way I looked already. That was when he began clowning me into going back for another procedure. He wouldn't stop, no matter how much I said I didn't want it. In the end, he convinced me, but I regretted it straight away. I began feeling less and less like myself every passing day, and that just wasn't cool. But that wasn't the only problem I was facing. At first, I had a few haters, but the number began to grow and grow. There were so many people calling me a fake, that I was just trying to live off Kylie's fame, that I would never be anything but a second-rate clone. It was the worst. I ended up breaking up with my boyfriend when he demanded I continued changing myself. He wanted me to have even more surgery. No way that was happening. Enough was enough. I got hate mail every single day, and at the same time, those that loved the way I looked weren't so good either. Some fans got really obsessive, and I even had a stalker following me around everywhere I went. It became too much, but I had to deal with my life choices. I ended up closing my Instagram account, tired of the fame and the followers. Nowadays, I rarely leave my house at all. I work from my computer mostly, and when I have to go out, I wear big sunglasses and some kind of disguise to avoid people noticing me. This sometimes ends up making it all worse, because they think I'm Kylie trying to go incognito. Maybe someday I'll be comfortable in my own skin again, but for now, I have to deal with the decisions I made. I have no one else to blame but myself. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel.